How's it going, viewers? And today we're doing episode 37 of F1 Fan vs. World with me, F1 Fan, and today we're heading to Twin Ring with Tiki, and we're going to the West Course. I'm in my Tommy Cairo, and I get an excellent launch just for the City, who's also back in his GTR, and got the surf in his McLaren F1. So heading down into the first corner. City makes a bit of a dive on the outside, but it works for him. So well played, I say. I always look for a dive at the inside. Might give him a bit of a nudge if I did. I'm sorry about that, but it wasn't intentional anyway. And on my screen I didn't touch you, so what can I say? Yeah. So heading down the back straight towards this corner. I don't know what number it is or anything, but the surf's looking from the inside. There's a Lotus Land behind us. Is it a Land? No, it's a Europa actually. Who's actually got quite a good car there, surprisingly enough for what it is. So the surf's looking for a move somewhere. Can't quite find it as I've got my lines covered. Holding it nicely around the corners. So we come through onto the penultimate corner. Got just a bit of gap on him. Just enough here. It's coming down towards the final corner. The surf's got a faster car, I'm guessing. I mean, might not, but yeah, I run a bit wide, coming out the final corner. I'm on the grass. We're going to power down as I bounce off of him, and we power down towards the first corner. That's my bad. Got a bit of a slide going and bounced off of the McLaren. Yeah, well, that would have ended in a massive accident had it been in any other game, or real life even. So I'm still hanging in there. I'm not going to let him go quite that easily. So coming through the back straight. Got a nice little car here. I do like this car, if you hadn't guessed. As we come through this corner, and Siv's got it wrong. He's gone sideways, and after going and hitting the grass a bit, he's not too far back though. He could always make a bit of a dive somewhere late, if he's lucky. And I'm not. Let's come through the final few corners. He's just a bit too far behind. Just a bit too far. Nothing he can really do. As I power down the penultimate straight towards the front corner. I take it nicely, just missed the apex there really, and the surf gets a bit of a wiggle coming out the corner. And I just power across the line to win. So yeah, that was the first race. Wasn't really that close, but it was a close race actually. It wasn't really that exciting. The next race, yeah, I don't know where it is. Heading to Ascari, located in Spain somewhere. We've got a 7-man room actually. We did get quite a good room going here yesterday. It's just like old times as I'm in my Aston Martin and get a bit of a bad launch as I get stuck behind City, but we're going to jump on board with, let's go, my old Davis, because why the hell not? What about, yeah. As these two get it a bit wrong coming through that corner. I got it a bit wrong in my Aston, but nothing too bad. We got Inferno the Fox here in a surprising choice for such a technical track. He went for the Bugatti Veyron. If it works for you, feel free. I wouldn't have gone for it because mine understeered like anything. I think he let the surf through there as he was bumped off of the track a little bit, but nothing too bad. What's happening behind? Got my old Davis getting it a bit wrong. I just take the position there nicely up the inside. Then he pushes me just a bit wide there, just a bit. Nothing too much. Yeah. And as you can see, City's lagging all over the place. He did eventually disconnect the room, but he didn't go back actually. And I missed a move on Inferno from the surf coming through the hairpin. What's this other car? It's a Nissan, innit? It's the GTR thing. Yeah, the surf gets it very wrong through there. Those are two positions in one, as the other two fly through the corner. Davis is looking at the inside. We've got 2 Davises in this room. I think we managed to get 3 at one point, so yeah. Inferno and the surf are very good races, I must admit. The surf we've known about, but Inferno hasn't been in any of these races, but he's pretty damn good. Yeah, be a good addition to these races, I'd say. Because looking for a move around the outside of the GTR Skyline thing, but gets pushed a bit wide there. I'm looking to see if I can make the most of it, but my car has no speed whatsoever compared to the Veyron. So I just left us as up ahead. We have a Surf looking for a move on the Skyline. Going through the first corner, you ain't gonna make a move there, matey. I managed to catch up through all this kerfuffle. So I'm in the leading bunch now. We got 4 in the leading bunch and I'm in there too. Yeah, there I am in the background with Inferno just ahead. On board Real Surf here. I'm gonna see if he can try and make a move on the Skyline, which is a bit of a rash drive, I must admit. Oh, but he gets it hit wrong up ahead. I couldn't see it, but he did. So now I'm in third, looking for a podium in my extremely slow car. Can jump on board with the Surf here. We're still all close together, but we're just at distance apart. As I get it a bit wrong, now we can't make any overtakes on each other at all. I'm still there, just drop back a bit. Now I've got Davis all over my rear end. Now he's not all over my rear end, he's just going to overtake me flat out. I'm going to jump on board with Inferno because he made a move on the Surf here. So we come down towards this corner and just pounds past him. There's nothing the Surf can do about that. The Veyron is just too powerful. It takes the corner nicely too. I don't know how he managed just to do it. I think it's just my Veyron's way too understeery. So the Surf gets a bit wrong. Can't rejoin the track and I punt him off. Nothing to be done there, nothing at all. He literally covered the entire track with his car. So Davis has taken the lead, so I don't know how, but he has, but now he's soon lost it. And also second place too, to me. Surf's down somewhere. Here I am in my rather beaten up Aston, coming through the final corner. So seeing if he can make a move, but he's too far back to get a position or anything, so let's go across the line. The next car down was a GTR Black Edition, which was a good 10 seconds down the road. Inferno won, which was surprising in the Bugatti, but it was a good race all the same. So next race, what's the next race? I don't know. Somewhere in the game, yeah. So we're heading to midfield raceway. We've got a 5-man room now, as City had left and someone else did it at the same time, I think. Don't know who it was, but anyway, I'll get a good launch off the line, no surprise in my Tommy Cairo. So you head down into the first corner. I've taken second place, but no, I'm soon to be punted off the track by the red Skyline thing. It is a Skyline, I'm pretty sure of that. The Surf's just ahead. He also had a bit of a bad first corner as he got punted off a bit too, but he's making up positions left, right and centre, right? Going down into the 4th corner. He's managed to take the Mercedes on the outside and managed to take the GTR up the inside. A great move from the Surf right there. Going to jump on board with me as I'm looking to see if I can be the opportunist that I ever am and take 2 positions in the corner. In the corner, yeah, I can. Inferno, I think Inferno got the wrong choice here. In his bright yellow Mercedes C63. Meanwhile, I could get a good run and Surf couldn't, as he plummeted at the wall, and I actually found the wall on the outside there. The Skyline had got a massive lead on everyone here. Inferno's looking to see if he can make a move on Mild Davis in the Mild Axis, not Davis. Wow, I can read. As he punts me off the track into the first corner, but I just hang on to it by braking. Yeah, if you can, why not? Surf looking to make a move, can't do it. All the wrong defensive lines from the GTR, as in illegal blocking more than anything. Let's go through this corner. The Surf just skips him as he goes wide. That's a beautiful move. And he also gets Inferno, who got a bit of a bad run out of that corner, I think. Go through this corner. I've caught up to the Skyline massively. go all over his rear end as he slides everywhere. The GTR dropped back a bit. Inferno in his C63 getting a nice drift in the background there actually. I've got the run on the Skyline, but I can't get past him as defensive moves and just fly across the start finish line. I got the lead. I did get past him after he couldn't defend anymore. My car was just too rapid, and he loses 2 positions in one corner, so looks like it's just gonna be a fight between me and the Surf once again, as per usual in these videos. Don't know what's happened to Inferno. I think his car's too slidey, as there's a bit of a lag in the background. Nothing too bad. The Skyline takes out the Surf almost. Why do we jump on board the jump? Yeah, but we're still going. As we come through one of the hairpins. Yeah, that was actually a decent move from the Skyline. That was a good move actually, except for the fact that he's pushing him wide, like onto the dirt wide. As we come through into the final couple of corners, the Surf gets it a bit wide through there. And let's see if we get a good run onto the final corner, but he did what he did on the first lap and spun it into the wall. And I can, oh no, I hit the wall a bit towards the line. I just got enough power just to win. It's a bit close there, but the Surf comes third, GTR comes fourth, and Inferno comes dead last after his slide and adventure. That was quite an exciting race. All these races were really good actually. It was like old times again really, because there's so many cars. Yeah. The next race is actually at Circuito de la Sierra. Ish, that's what it's called, maybe. So, heading to Circuito de la Sierra. Well, let's just say I got the wrong car here, as we're going to jump on board with someone much further up the order. How about Inferno? It's good. The Surf gets a good launch off the line in his bright blue McLaren MP4 12C. GTR from the last race is looking to see if he can make a move on someone. He don't care who, just someone. Let's come through this corner. We're going to jump further back. There's been a bit of an accident. Everyone's spun and I've been caught up in it. So that's not too good for me. Sean, who's in the other GTR, has been caught behind the red Skyline. The Bugatti's also doing well-ish, except he's been overtaken by the Surf here, who gets it a bit wrong going through that corner. He can make a bit of leeway now. As we go about 4 abreast through there, there's only 3 cars on the bit of track, but there's a good move by the Skyline as Inferno gets it a bit wrong going onto the dirt, and everyone piles through, including me actually. I don't know what happened to the Surf there. I'm guessing he fell off the track too, but I'm ahead of him now, and we got the, oh, and I'm in the lead, am I? No, we got the Skyline ahead of us by quite a distance actually. He's got the legs on us here. So you whiz through this corner. We're still on board with me. Yes, we are. So you come through down one of the streets. The Surf got it a bit wrong there. I think he collected the GTR who's gonna go on the inside. Not a bad move actually for once on the GTR. Sean in the background gets a bit wrong. Inferno in the background also is doing what it will. Everyone's kind of caught up with me now, so I'm just kind of defending. But I can't do anything about it here as I take my lines quite nicely, if I say so myself, and everyone just mugs me. There's nothing I can do about it at all, as Inferno gets past, as does the Surf, and Sean looks for a move up the inside but can't. So the Surf gets it a bit wrong through there. I'm gonna hold the position around this outside. I do kind of put him on the wall a bit, but he gets through on this corner as the Skyline gets it wrong, so I can just take the position back. Inferno's got a bit of a lead here. Can't catch him up on these fast sections of track. If this is a Nürburgring, it'd be like that. So has got me through this corner as there's Sean. I'm just too slow already. It was such a bad choice. So I I'll blow my nose here. So the surf gets a bit wrong coming into the hairpin. It's a bit wrong coming out of the hairpin. And surprisingly, all 6 of us are all within a few seconds of each other. Even after this length race was going 3 abreast down into this corner, and Skyline gets the better of one. Sean on the surf, no doubt, took the sensible move and backed out. Well, the surf didn't, looks like. So we come through this corner, still nicely condensed. I got the other 2, but Inferno and the GTR, but Inferno can get past, and the GTR can't, as he's lagging all over the show. And up ahead, Sean has made a good move on the surf. I'm looking for a move on Inferno, but can't do it, as Sean just takes him around the outside. That was a nice little move there. We fly through this corner. Sean has the position on the surf, and Inferno all catching the Skyline up ahead, even me. That's how slow that Skyline was. It's just abysmally slow. If Sean gets a bit wrong there, Inferno has to back down a bit. I think he's going to make a move on the surf, but I can just capitalise on it as I take the position through that corner. There would have been yellow flags, but there aren't yellow flags in this game, so it's all good. Let's come under the rising sun. I got good run through that corner actually. I dropped Inferno a bit and caught to the surf, but couldn't really do much about this, as they just both could accelerate out corner like rapid drain pipe. So Inferno just eases past me. So he's going to jump up ahead in the surf. As both the leaders get it wrong, and I can take the lead. So that's all good for me. I'm actually in the lead for once in this race. Taking these corners nicely and dropping Inferno a bit, as probably has some brakes in these corners. It is in such a rapid car. And in here, and just hold the line, and I held the line. Skyline has caught up. Veyron could just take me around the outside. He wasn't too sure if he wanted to there, but he did. In the end, it was a good move, and I'm looking for the outside move, but I get punted off the track by this damn Skyline. Yeah, that'd have been a great move around the outside, and I've been allowed to finish it. So he's taken the lead kind of abruptly, and Inferno is in second. Look and see if he can make a move. We're on the back part of the track now. I'm taking some unique lines there, let's say. Plus drop back. I think I might have. I think that was where I hit Morph. It wasn't intentional, but I did it. Either way, yeah. Just coming through these corners. We're just going to be on board with Inferno as he gets it wrong. The Skyline up ahead is doing moderately well for someone who can't drive. Inferno just gets a bit slide. Sean gets another slide. I bounce off the wall and try and take the position, but acceleration on the GTR is somewhat better than the speed at which I was travelling. But he soon gets it wrong, and I take the position as the surf also finds the GTR and promptly bumps into a wall. So that was the end of Sean. I'm catching up to this lead bunch here. That was a unique way of moving over. I want to see how well I took this corner, because it was a very nice corner as we come through it. As Inferno gets it wrong, and there we go. It was beautiful. Inferno gets the position into the lead. Skyline's dropping back a bit, as the Veyron no doubt has too much speed from coming through this corner nicely. It was beautiful. And then I think I dropped back a bit here. No, that was now. I got it a bit wrong in the background. But we're going to jump on board with the lead battle as Inferno gets pushed off the track rather unfairly by the Skyline. just going to stick with this battle till the end. The Surf's looking to see if he can join the fray at the front, but it looks a bit too far back, but who knows. As we come through this corner, we're on the final sector of track. As we come into the penultimate corner, or so, the fellow looks like he's way too far behind to make any move, but he has got the faster car, so he's going to power down the straight. The Surf's managed to catch up like a madman on steroids. As we come into the final corner, the Skyline, it looks like he's got the position, but the Surf and Inferno have got faster cars as we come towards the line. They just can't pass. It's a very close finish. One more corner, they'd have beat it. No doubt. So yeah, in the end that didn't turn out to be a bad race. I did kind of get killed in that race by the Skyline. I was going to take Inferno any outside for a brilliant move, but I couldn't. Oh well. The final race is going to be at Circuit de la Sarthe. So, I'm in my ZZI. We got quite a big room going here. Meet people. By the end of this race, there was a good 12 people in the room, but I had to leave. So, that was a bit annoying, but hey. I get best launch off the field. I go into the first corner in third position. The fuel right ahead gets it a bit wrong going through this corner. The Skyline had left and had the other GTR. Not one up Josh, he's still here. The one in the one who was fighting with us at the front. But no wait, no, that wasn't him. Who was that? Can't remember who it was, but he's still here either way. Is he? Yeah, Sean, that's it. Yeah, that's who I was on about. He's still in the room. As we head onto the back straight, this is the non-chicaned track, which could have helped me actually, as I look for a wide move, but the Peugeot has it covered. I just dart down the back straight. I got a good slipstream on the GTR, but GTR gets punted forward by Inferno, and we both take myself to the cleaners. But they both take me to the cleaners, as I'm now getting bogged down at 250 miles per hour, as I can't go any faster in my car. The Peugeot looks like he's going to try and make a move on me, but he can't, as he's got about the same time as me. They're both taking the big run. What speed are they at? 260 miles an hour? It's kind of surprisingly slow. They all brake for the corner, while me and the Peugeot don't, as we come down into the hairpin at the bottom of the track. It's not much of a hairpin either way, but still, we all take it nicely, smoothly, except for one person. Who was that? That was Inferno, who got it wrong and put it in the barrier. So it's a four-way tussle for first. I back off of that position from Peugeot, as I'm never going to make that round there, and I probably bump it into a wall. I did turn up the top end of the Tommy Cara, as it was a bit slow as I get punted off the track, and then I still got all the telemetry up. But yeah, so its acceleration wasn't quite as good as usual, but it was still good all the same. So I ran onto the back straight. Well, not back straight actually, it's one of the back straight. Yeah, and the Surf gets a bit wrong. I get it a bit wrong too. It's all good, as the Surf finds it all on a straight. Yes, how does he do that? Don't ask. As Inferno takes some really good lines through there actually. Once again, his Bugatti was proving to be a great choice of car. I was tempted to use my Bugatti, but I didn't think it was as good as my Tommy Cara. As it runs a bit wide, I've managed to find dirt, but Inferno's been overtaken, but he soon gets positioned back. No? Okay, maybe not. But either way, now we're coming into the final couple of chicanes. The Peugeot has got the lead, but nothing can really be done about it, as the Surf and I once again are having our battles mid-race. Even when there was a big group, we were still battling each other. As we come onto the straight, I hold the position on the inside line. He just powers past. So I think I might have let him pass because it was kind of unfair, my move, but I'm not sure. I don't think I did. as we come into the second corner, up into the chicane, Inferno has got position on the GTR as Sean takes a unique line to that first corner. I'm looking for a move up the inside of the surf, running outside of this corner, but I don't need to go around the outside of this corner because he's in the background and he's putting Sean off the track. So no harm done there, except for Sean and the surf, actually. So coming onto the back straight, I get a big wiggle going, trying to speed up as quickly as possible. So I lose out on about 15 positions. No, I just get really bad run. Up ahead, top three, having a bit of a calamitous time as the GTR hits the rear end of the Peugeot, but doesn't at the same time. I think that's just a lag. Let's come down the back straight towards the hairpin. The GTR has got the legs on the Bugatti somehow. Don't ask how, but it has. And there we go, straight past as he's got bigger balls through this corner. He manages to hold it together even with a bit of lag. I don't know if his car is actually a real car, if that makes sense, but I'm not sure if it's a cheated car or anything, but everyone takes that corner really slowly as I pile through in the background. And I actually made up about 2 seconds just in that corner alone. So that was good for me as we come down into the first sweeping corners of these corners. Yeah, the Peugeot is looking for a move up the inside of the GTR. Peugeot gets a bit wrong. I take out the Peugeot. The Peugeot is no longer in this race really. Not for a leading perspective anyway. As Inferno gets a bit wrong coming through and the GTR they capitalise on it. Meanwhile I'm behind, getting in a battle with the surf. So that wasn't very good for me. As we all know who's going to win if it's a battle between me and the surf. And usually it's not me. Because the surf makes a good move around the outside. I managed to hold it just about. It's a bit wide there. I'm in the background, I'm finding track limits and seem to be ignoring them. It doesn't really matter in this case because I just get flung on track while the surf makes a move on into second place. That was a brilliant move. He's holding the corners. These top three were very good races actually. It was a bit scrappy at points, but the surf's making a move. No, he's not, as Inferno runs it wide enough to hold the position, but the surf's going to try around the outside into the final corner. He's got the inside line from the final corner, and he takes the win. Go across the line. Meanwhile, we're going to jump back a bit actually here. There's a bit too far back, but hey. So the surf one with Inferno in second. I got it very wrong, that's why I dropped back. So the Peugeot could catch up. I did give him a bit of a squeeze, but it wasn't much of a squeeze. As we come into final sector of track, I've got the faster car, let's just say that. So I'm going to make a move around the outside as he defends the inside line quite nicely, but then corner he takes a similar line to Inferno. I'm taking a different line to the surf. I jump up the inside, but I do cut across the track quite a bit. So I let him back through, and he takes 4th place. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. It was a very fun room, let's just say that. We're gonna have another look at my little accident. No, my little accident. See, just that I did cut the corner. So yeah, I've really enjoyed this room. I really hope it can happen again sometime soon. I'm feeling Inferno might stick around there, as might Sean and someone else, I can't remember who. But yeah, good races, except for the last race was extremely good, because all the races were pretty damn clean too. See, there, I cut the corner. He did do a good block pass there, he did kind of block the apex, so yeah, that was all good. So yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye.